Hey, Bill, you want to look at the track? Welcome to night 3 of the Mike Mahaney 4th of July tour. We are at
Albany Saratoga, double trouble. We got Billy and me both racing tonight. It's a draw show, 60 laps.
How bad did you draw?
30.
Ooh, I drew 91. I think they're going to start me out on the throughway.
Oh,
fast cars.
that's ugly.
I don't know about
Everybody
you.
likes to see Billy come from the back in the heat race. He can hustle it.
I know. I don't know. If Lyle gives a top, I'm going to try. It might not look very cool, but I'm going to give it a shot tonight. So 4th of July, I don't know what 4th of July means to you besides for fireworks. It's race season, and let's go out and have some fun for the fans. This is Mike's home track, so I'm just kind of we're the visitor. Somebody threw an egg at me on the way in and said I was Mike's brother-in-law. They don't know if I'm not a Mike Mahaney fan.
I was going to post whatever happened to Three Fingers Mordecai Brown.
Ooh.
Watch these fireworks shows at Rolling Wheels.
Oh, you remember them? They were the best. We don't have fireworks anymore. I don't know. You guys got to come back out so tracks can afford fireworks anymore.
We had them here last weekend.
Well, it wasn't the 4th of July. Yeah, it's because they're the cheaper version.
Well,
it probably cost you a lot.
Tonight they got a lot of competition. Last weekend they were the only fireworks
That's
show.
true.
Right?
That's true. That's good. See, you're thinking. Yeah, I like it. So here we are.
How we go tonight.
See what happens. Join along for double the trouble, and hopefully the 35 doesn't lap me.
I will tell you though, 28 miles. There aren't usually cautions in the heat races. Not usually. No. So go like start. Okay.
Mike Mahaney. Some guy named Mike Mahaney.
That's the only guy.
The Black Knight.
Dark Knight. Mark Johnson.
He's back there with UConn, I think. There's one guy starting 10th.
Yeah, I seen that.
So you're not last?
Not last. He's telling me to try it.
He is?
Do you think it's going to be too hard?
I've never tried it.
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right. Well, might suck, might not.
I put it on in a test session here once and I hated it.
Yeah.
Did you run it in hot laps?
No, I didn't.
Ah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
Yep.
no contact.
No contact, right.
They said that Franco was down there flipping out because he drew number 100.
She brings her own black flag.
Better person. This is Mike Mahaney. You look like brothers.
I know, it's scary.
We are
That's why he brother-in-laws. That's why.
Kevin.
By law.
By law.
Sponsor out many years ago.
You ready? Come on in the middle. You're in the middle. You're in the middle. You're in the
I gotta get out of the way.
How's this go?
Here, I'm gonna smoke with
How am I
you.
supposed to get both of them?
Like this.
What heat are we in? Last? First.
Because he was afraid they were going to blister.
That's what I would too. Yeah, let's stay with that.
I didn't want to do these two because
I'm good with it. Let's leave it as
tell
it
you
is.
what to go with.
Yeah. Cool.
So Mike said the same thing.
Yeah. You want that down?
Fire that up or whatever.
Yep.
And suck out of that.
Don't listen to your brother-in-law. He don't know what he's talking
I know. I'm glad you made it down, man.
Small black.
He's really good at small block. Very, very good at small block right now. That program is by far superior right now. We got to get him a little bit better in the big block, but we'll get there.
He said he'd like to run the big block or the small block in the big block.
I was thinking the same thing.
If it wasn't for a point, I said, well, shit. You make more money.
What's the difference?
Good in the front.
number 1. Starting up on the inside front row, the 21C of Brian Calabrese. Outside of him, the 23D, that's Tommy D'Angelo. Matt DiLorenzo in the 3D and the 35 of Mike Mahaney will go side by side in row 2. Mahaney, our 2020 champ. DiLorenzo, 2022. Then it's David Schilling in the 20. Two-time champion Don Ronca in the 7 outside of him. Justin Stone in the 15X. The two-time champion Mark Johnson in the 3J. That's row 4. Billy Pauch Jr. in the 76 machine out of Frenchtown, New Jersey. Starts all alone back there in row number 5. James Meehan was slated to go next to him. Pauch Jr. here in the Palmer Service Center entry, working down the back straightaway as they work their way to turn 3. Two-time winner on the season, Matt DiLorenzo. Going to jump out to an early lead. Matty D going to lead the way up here off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. As they make their way up here through turn 3 and 4, up through the corner they come. 2 laps now on the board. Matt DiLorenzo showing the way. Brian Calabrese rides second at 20. Up David Schilling back there in 3rd. Justin Stone now making his way into 4th spot. 5th position, Mike Mahaney. That's the way your top 5 runs. Don Ronca, next car in line, 1 spot out of a top 5 run. Ronca sits back there in 6th. He has got Mark Johnson back there behind him. Johnson in 7th, while Billy Pauch Jr. and the 23D of Tommy D'Angelo round out your running order. Calabrese trying to hold off the advances of the 15 car and work their way down here. That's the 3rd generation driver out of Middlebury, Vermont, Justin Stone. He was the winner here just a couple of weeks ago. Stone garnered his first career win. We got yellow lights out on the speedway. Yellows are out. Going around, he'll go to the tail along with the 23 of Tommy D'Angelo. Mike Mahaney being sent to the tail for his part in that altercation. 7 of 10 complete. Matt DiLorenzo's full straightaway lead is all gone. They go down here to turn number 1 as they work their way up off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Billy Pauch Jr. has made his way up into the top 5. His brother-in-law goes around off turn 2, and that's going to bring yellow out on the speedway. But Jr. making the trip up here to climb aboard the Carolyn Alton Palmer owned number 76 car as they get ready to go green off of turn number 4. Once again, green flag is out. Down to turn number 1 they go. Here's Pauch down to the inside of Don Ronca, trying to take 4th spot away. Ronca trying to battle him back, but Pauch got it stuck right down on the inside. He'll take 4th spot. Now going to go to work, try and get by the 21 of Brian Calabrese. Calabrese, your 3rd place cars. They make their way down. White flag going to be displayed when they come down here across the line. White flag on the being displayed. 9 laps now on the board for Matt DiLorenzo. Matty D going to bring him down here through turn 3 and 4. Checker's going to fly this time by. Matt DiLorenzo, the 2-time winner, going to pick up the win.
Started 4th in the heat and really just couldn't find a way past the 23. Then I finally did, and was working the outside of the 20, and he went high. Then I went low, and he come down on me. Then they put me in the rear for spinning him out.
I wouldn't have done.
And he put me in the rear for spinning him out. He's been wrecking everybody here. They haven't made one call on him all year. And then they give me the call. So, is what it is. Disappointing. Should have easily made the redraw there, but just didn't go my way. So we'll have to race. We'll have to race it to the front, dude. We're in the small block, and Felix is on the pole, and I'm in the second or third row, and he's on the outside. He's second, and he's pulling ahead before the start and running over his right front.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And then it jacks up the field, and the guys in the back get wrecked. Then the next week, I'm leading. He pulls ahead and chops me, and the guys behind me all get wrecked. No call.
Yep. And then they make a call for
Now
that.
they make a call for that when he wrecks himself.
Yep. Stupid.
Out of control. He's out of control, and he's mad at me about it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And then I go talk. I was nice to him. I went and talked to him, and he's oh, and it's like, dude, I'm just telling you to calm down a little bit.
Exactly.
Like you're freaking
All over the
like all over.
Yep. What are you doing?
He came from the bottom one week. On the bottom, I'm on the top, on the cushion, and then track's like 6 cars wide. He came all the way from the bottom, sent me off the back stretch into the toolies. I mean, wrecked me out of the small block race, like, and he's just out of control completely.
Feature, road stocks. So start getting ready and in line for your feature, road stocks. Let's get in line for your feature, road stocks.
We're good enough here, guys. Started 9th in the heat race, drove up to 6th there, felt pretty good, and 2 cars tangled in front of us, ended up getting us up to 4th there to make the redraw. So we got a pretty good car. I feel like I got a top 5 car here tonight. Hopefully we can give these guys a solid run and get a good finish they deserve here at Albany tonight. So we'll see if we make the right changes and keep on digging.
I think Ricky's giant.
And supported our Drivers Point Fund 50/50 raffle here this evening as we are ready to roll tonight's modified main event up onto the raceway. Modified feature 60 laps in distance here tonight, 27 cars slated to go in tonight's modified feature event. This is the way they're going to line up after the redraw down in the pit area. Tonight a show up points only redraw, draw and redraw, to not penalize the outsiders coming in here tonight. Starting up on the inside front row, Justin Stone picked up his first career win here just about a month ago, the 15X. He starts inside front row. Outside of him, going to be Rich Ronco with the number 1 car. Back in row number 2, it's going to be Billy Pauch Jr. out of Frenchtown, New Jersey, in the Carolyn Alton Palmer number 76 machine. He'll start third. Scalata with the number 8, and Mike Mahaney in the 35. So it will be 27 starters, 60 laps, ready to go. Our Independence Day celebration. Down here to turn number 1 they go. It's going to be the 3rd generation driver out of Middlebury, Vermont, showing the way down the back straightaway. Justin Stone in charge on the front of the field. Stone going to bring him down here off at turn number 4. He'll lead lap 1 as they come down here into turn number 1. Stone out front, Matty D, the man on the move. Di Lorenzo quickly up in the 2nd spot. He gets by Rich Ronca And now Jack Lehner making tracks down low as well. Your leader continues to be Stone. Justin Stone working down here off of turn number 4. Matt DiLorenzo in the runner-up position. Rich Ronca riding in third. 4 spot going to be the Ginger Ninja, the 2L of Jack Lehner as they work up off the corner. Here's Lehner taking a peek down to the inside of Rich Ronca. Ronca in the Almost Speed Supply entry. 4 spot going to be the Ginger Ninja, the 2L of Jack Lehner as they work up off the corner. Here's Lehner taking a peek down to the inside of Rich Ronca. Ronca in the Almost Speed Supply entry. Under fire, Ronca's got it, but working down there on the inside. Now we got a bid for the number 1 spot up here off of turn number 2. That's Matt DiLorenzo, the BBL Company's 3D car, the 2-time winner, and he's going to take over the number 1 spot here in the early going. Matt DiLorenzo shows as the leader of lap number 5. Justin Stone back to the runner-up spot. Third position, the Ginger Ninja is now Jack Lehner taking a low line, trying to get a run down low here off of turn number 4. By him. Got some daylight up ahead of him as they make their way down the back straightaway. We got one slowing in turn 3. That is Neil Stratton. As we get ready to go back to green flag back out. Down here to turn number 1 they go. Here's Chris Curtis down to the inside of Pauch. They're together. Curtis and Pauch get together down here in turn number 1. As they come off of turn number 2, Curtis plugged the hole down low on Pauch. And it was a case of them looking for the same piece of real estate off of turn number 2. Curtis pulled up even with him off the corner. See Pauch unbuckling. Billy Pauch not happy with Chris Curtis. Curtis perched up on top of the barrier. And we can see, most of the folks in the grandstand can see, but we got a close-up of on the DTD TV monitor that Billy Pauch Jr., a little hot under the collar. He's putting the earbuds back in. He's going to climb back aboard. He had his helmet off and expressed his displeasure with Chris Curtis over there in turn number 2. Ready to go back to green as they make their way down here off the corner. Matt DiLorenzo going to drop the hammer here on the front straightaway. Matty D shows the way down here to turn number 1. Jack Lehner, number 2 car in the number 2 spot as they make their way down the back straightaway to turn 3. Justin Stone, they're in third. 4 spot going to be the number 1 of Rich Ronca. Ronca there in 4th. Then the Atom Bomb, Adam Pearson, shows in spot number 5. Colby Schroeder in 6th. Looks like Brian Calabrese riding back there in spot number 7. Mark Johnson and Peter Britton locked up in a battle for the 8th spot. And rounding out your top 10 as they work their way down the back straightaway, looks like it's going to be the number 20 at David Schilling. That is the way your top 10 run as we close in on the halfway point here in this 60-lap feature event. Matt DiLorenzo showing the way, and now here comes Justin Stone. Stone has got a breath of fresh air. Going to work on Jack Lehner for the runner-up position. He'll take the long way around as they work their way up off of turn number 2. Stone going to go back to the runner-up position. Stone on the outside. Here's Lehner trying to get back at him on the inside. Stone going to retake that second spot. Lehner back to 3rd, trying the low line, trying as low as he can go off of turn number 2. Billy Jr. off the pace as he has slowed coming off of turn number 2. Pauch going to go back behind the wall down here in turn number 1. Third number 3, Jay. Outside of him, Brian Calabrese with the 21, and we're going to be ready to go back to green. Green flag back out as they make their way down here to turn number 1. Up off the corner, down the back straightaway they run. Matt DiLorenzo showing the way. Matty D in control here off of turn number 4. Here's the 15X up on the high side. Once again, Justin Stone tickling the outside off of turn number 2, riding the cushion. Up here through turn 3, and while Mark Johnson's got it stuck right down on the inside. Now Mike Mahaney is going to start to use the outside lane. Mahaney with the George Huddig owned number 35 car. The Huddig Motorsports, Huddig Chrysler Jeep sponsored automobile going to work on David Schilling. They work down here off of turn number 4, down across the line. Coming up on 10 to go this time by. 10 laps remain when Matty D hits the stripe here in front. 50 are in and 10 remain. Still locked in on that battle back here behind the Mike Mahaney car, trying to get a run on the 20 of David Schilling. Schilling right down on the bottom, trying to get the power to the ground as they make their way down here. Schilling working up here through the corner as they work their way down here into turn number 1. Schilling getting the better of that battle now as we take a look back up on the front, your leader.
so we started, what, 22nd or something? Was that it? I don't know. Pretty deep. Made some moves right, got some positions. Then they were all jamming up in the bottom, and I went to pan out so I would miss it, and I got in to Perego trying to clear the wreck, and I hate it for him because he ended up with a bent right rear wheel. So sorry to their team. And then we continued. We got some more spots, but they were, for a while we were kind of wasting laps because they were too wide in front of me and there was nowhere to go, but we had speed to go by. Finally had some restarts on the bottom, got some cars, and then just had Schilling again, like I was next to him and he just chops down. This time I didn't spin him out, because last time they put me the tail for that, even though it's him, he's the one coming down on me. I backed out, let him in, was really courteous, didn't hit him at all, didn't hit him on any of the restarts, and then started. He stayed on the bottom, so I started running the top, and I get my momentum up, and he sees me, and he starts tail whipping the wall so that I can't fit between him and the wall, instead of just running his line, and just trying to stop me or hit me or send me in the wall or whatever. Then I do get next to him, and instead of him again, he just decides, oh, I'm gonna run you over. So he throws a dirty slider that's not even clear. I back out to cross him, and when I cross him, instead of him staying on the slider, he turns down the backstretch too. So he's just being a complete windshield wiper, and meanwhile we're losing the rest of the pack because he's not even trying to go fast, he's just trying to block me. So I can see that he's got a complete thing against me, even though to this point he's wrecked me in the small block, but from coming from the bottom to the top, sending me off the backstretch out of nowhere. He's started on restarts on the outside, jumped the start, and then chopped me into the wall and made me back out and wreck the field behind me when I wanted to make a nice smooth start so everybody could just go. He did the same thing to the 91 the week before that on this start. He's just out of control. They're not assessing any penalties to him, and it's just unfortunate because then you end up with a bunch of wrecked stuff. So we got a wrecked shock tower, and we'll fix it. Tried to talk to him about it, and he wouldn't even talk to me because he was just completely rude about it. I was trying to be nice, and so whatever.
I guess I didn't suck, but I'll see you guys later. Good luck the rest of the weekend.
You didn't suck. You were good.
No,
you were really good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night. And it is what it is.
Nice run. Sucks you got wrecked.
I think.
Sucks we both got wrecked.
Hopefully your camera got me jumping on the car. Did you get the camera off?
No, yeah.
Off my car?
We have to leave the cameras with you, by the way.
Okay. That guy that wrecked you completely sent my dad at Fondo.
I knew who he was when I got out.
I'm still not happy with him about
So
that.
When I got on the back, I mean, it is what it is. It's racing. I think he went in the corner and purposely took me out. No, but it happened. So, unfortunately, I thought I had a good car. Just felt like I was catching up and rolling with Jack, and just did not have the ending we wanted to for the night we started with. So, proud of these guys, proud of Uncle Mike, and see you guys later. I'll be on the other channel tomorrow. See y'all. Thanks, Mike.
See you, man.